Top 10 things people would change about themselves. In a small town nestled between rolling hills and a winding river, there stood a quaint coffee shop called the Corner Bean. It was a place where the locals gathered to catch up, share stories, and sip their favorite drinks. One day, a group of friends sat at a corner table discussing the things they would change about themselves if they had the chance. It was a light-hearted conversation, filled with laughter and reflection, but it soon took on a deeper meaning. Confidence. The first to speak was Anna, a shy woman in her late 20s. "I'd change my confidence," she said, nervously twirling her hair. "I wish I could walk into a room and feel like I belong without second-guessing myself." Patience. Next was Ben, a tall, athletic man with a quick temper. "I'd change my patience," he said, sighing. "I get frustrated too easily, and I know it affects the people around me. I'd like to be more relaxed, more understanding." Creativity. Claire, a high school art teacher, was the third to speak. She frowned and said, "I'd like to be more creative. I teach art, but sometimes I feel like I've lost my own spark. I want to find that again." Appearance. David, a successful businessman, sat across from Claire. He adjusted his tie and said, "I'd change my appearance. I know it's superficial, but I'd like to be taller, more athletic. I think I'd be more confident if I looked different." Organization. Emma, a scatterbrained writer, spoke up next. "I'd change my organization," she said with a laugh. "I have so many ideas, but I can never keep them straight. My desk is a mess. My schedule is a mess. I just need a little order in my life." Memory. Frank, a retired historian, nodded in agreement. "I'd like to have a better memory," he said. "I used to remember everything, but now I forget names, dates, and important events. It's frustrating, and I worry it's going to get worse." Kindness. Gina, a nurse at the local hospital, spoke softly. "I'd change my kindness," she said. "I'm kind to my patients, but sometimes I'm not as kind to myself or my family. I want to be more compassionate, more patient with those I love." Curiosity. Henry, a software engineer, leaned back in his chair. "I'd like to be more curious," he said thoughtfully. "I used to be so eager to learn new things, but now I feel like I've fallen into a routine. I'd like to rediscover that sense of wonder." Health. Irene, a single mother of 3, was the 9th to share. "I'd change my health," she said. "I know I need to take better care of myself, but it's hard to find the time. I want to be strong and healthy for my kids." Relationships. Finally, Jack, a divorced father, spoke up. "I'd like to be better at relationships," he said. "I struggle with communication, and it's caused problems in my personal life. I want to be a better father, a better friend, and maybe someday a better partner." As they shared their thoughts, the group realized that while they all had things they wanted to change, they also had strengths that made them unique. It was in that moment of vulnerability and honesty that they discovered the beauty of accepting themselves while striving for growth. They knew they weren't perfect, but they were willing to work on becoming the best versions of themselves. And so, as they left the Corner Bean, they felt a little lighter, a little more hopeful. They had each other, and they had their dreams. With a warm embrace and a promise to meet again soon, they stepped out into the